Hey, what's up guys, welcome to today's YouTube video. Today we actually are going to be unboxing Marvel Champions, the new Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. expansion. It finally did release, and I know that technically speaking, at the same day, the new season of Lorcana dropped, so we're gonna actually make that video tomorrow. But today I wanted to talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because I'm really excited, and me and my buddy want to play it, so of course I want to crack open the box and talk about it before obviously we start playing. And that's not gonna be in this video, but if I start playing it, you guys won't get an opening. So I wanted to obviously do a little unboxing video. It's nothing crazy, of course, because obviously we're just showing off some new cards and basically showing off some of the stuff that comes in the box. So with that being said, if you guys could, make sure to smash the like button, hit the subscription, helps the channel immensely. I love making these kind of videos. I really love showcasing these like different style of things I love, because even though I love Funko Pops, I do love card games and obviously video games and Marvel. And I've been getting a lot into Disney, so I like to showcase all of my interests with you guys on the channel so that it's not just one thing, because even though I love Funko Pops and that's the main purpose of this channel, there's a lot of things I like to showcase on the side. That's why these weekend videos are kind of for fun, and sometimes they might be Funko Pop videos. I don't really know. It really just depends on how I'm feeling, but I know that these next two videos are going to be card videos. So with that being said, let's get to showcasing what's in the box, because there's not, like, again, it's a bunch of cards, but we're just going to go over the deck a little bit and showcase what new characters come with it. So let's talk about that. Alright guys, so now that we've got over here, Marvel Champions Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is finally here. This is the box I've been very much waiting for. I'm super excited to hopefully get into this. And let me take this wrapping off real quick. This is actually going to be our 6th expansion run that we have so far of like the big boxes, which if you do not know, if you're new to Marvel Champions, the big boxes basically give you a male and female character, and then actually not even a male and female character, but 2 characters typically. It's usually a male and a female. They haven't done that for every box, but most of them. And then it gives you 5 different villains, which if you guys want to see, this one gives you basically, if I can hold it, it gives you Black Widow, you get Fat Rock, MODOK, and then the Thunderbolts as the final villain, which is pretty funny because the Thunderbolts are becoming an MCU movie. Again, I think it's our 6th box that we're getting. This is the 6th expansion box, which again, the expansion boxes are basically how you get new villains to play. And Marvel Champions is a very simple game. You pick a hero, you battle villains, and that's really about the gist of it. This isn't like a how-to play video, but that's the basics of it. And if you want to pause and read the back of the box, it does tell you a little bit about what's in this box, which gives you Maria Hill and Nick Fury, tells you how many cards are in the expansion, tells you like we are the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., tells you all sorts of different stuff that's happening or why we're at this expansion, which the last expansion we did get for this was Age of Apocalypse, which, again, I've been really loving the MC or the mutants. But when you crack open the box, the first thing you get is obviously a little book, which, again, if you have ever played this game, it gives you like a little book with a little comic inside that tells you like what's happening. I really don't want to spoil myself, so it's just like I'm going to kind of bypass it. But it basically tells you what new featured keywords there are, tells you about just like random things, and it's just a little guidebook. Basically tells you like what to do in certain scenarios. Tells you again, and if you want to see the first page, which I will showcase, it does give you a little bit of a tease. I'm not going to spoil the comic for anyone that actually cares about reading these, because they're pretty fun to read when you're playing the game. We usually play through them, we beat a scenario, go to the campaign, and read the book. But that's pretty the gist of it. Tells you a little bit of frequently asked questions in the back. It's actually really fun, and then I think I showed the back off, but it gives you like a little like checklist. We don't ever scratch on them, because why would you ruin the checklist? But it tells you like what did you do, what during the campaign, and things of that nature. Then when you crack it open, it gives you a piece of cardboard, and then typically like this one, it looks like this. It basically just has cards, which we're not going to go too crazy, but it does give you like this little, this is new, but it gives you like this little like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. like little file. And then it gives you about what this is, which is about 4 little stacks of cards, which we will showcase off some of them. Not too crazy of an unboxing, but it does give you, as again, the heroes of Nick Fury and obviously Maria Hill, which, again, this is a wave I've been very excited to go over. And obviously we want to crack this open and showcase what comes in these boxes exactly. And if you want to see Nick Fury right there, I'm not going to like go too crazy in depth, but kind of showcase what it says on his ability, his hero ability, and then Nick Fury as obviously the like character, which basically he has suit up. He has a suit that lets him do stuff. We're not going to go too crazy into depth, but again, there's his little suit if you want to read that. It gives you his ally of Maria Hill. Oh, almost dropped that. And then a bunch of just random, again, we'll just go kind of like what we typically do, just kind of pan through his little kit, which if you want to read any of these, he does have his car, he does have the safe house, a bunch of resources, and upgrades. Oops. And then it gives you his allies, which this is the second copy of Phil Coulson we've gotten in a character pack, and Quake. That's another copy. And then yeah, just a couple other character just cards. He is a Justice character, and it's a lot of repeats. They do give you a new ally of Nick Fury Senior, which is supposed to be his the past, I guess, his like father, I guess, but it doesn't really make sense.
Snoop, then they give you Gemma Simmons. They give you a couple of characters from obviously that. He does have his like obligation. And yeah, that's pretty much Nick Fury, which is cool. Nothing too crazy with him. Obviously, I don't want to go... We're going to show off Maria Hill, but I don't want to go... I'm going to go kind of like just showcase a couple of the villains that you do get. But I don't want to spoil anything for anybody that is, you know, playing the... Because it did release today. And I just wanted to kind of showcase off what you do get when you buy this game, which is pretty cool. Maria Hill showcases off. Backside, if you want to read that, or you can pause it and then read it. And then it gives her kit, which hers is Nick Fury, which is pretty funny. If you want to just kind of... I think this is the best way to kind of, without me, like, because I don't usually, like, because obviously I'm going to play it and have a better reviewing of it, you know, once I've played it. But this is everything that comes in her kit. And it just kind of showcases off exactly what's in her kit. And then at some point, I think she's a leadership. So it does give you leadership cards to add to another deck if you're playing leadership with basically Victoria Hand. Then it gives you, after Victoria Hand, it gives you a slingshot and then more resources and stuff of a leadership deck. Some of these cards are like, these ones are like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's a leadership deck. It's what you'd expect. A lot of ally-oriented stuff. It does give you a couple, because she can add other copies of other aspect things like that. You get Dum Dum Dugan. You get Grant Ward, which is cool. You get, obviously, Melinda May. You get, and then it gives you more copies of these, like just random cards, which, again, really cool, really fun, and pretty interesting. And then when you get through that, at some point, then you do get to like her obligation of a press conference. And then she has her nemesis as controller. His is Orion. She gets controller. And it's pretty cool. And that does kind of like, again, you do get like villains, like one of the villains or some modular sets. You get Black Widow. And I'm not going to go too depth these because these are the villains. And I kind of want to keep these as a surprise for you guys. But you do get stuff like this with like MODOK and things of that nature. And that's pretty much what you get when you buy Marvel Champions as an expansion pack. Now, this isn't as crazy as we did Marvel Dice Throne, but I did want this to be a video to be a little bit fun for you guys to see what new cards are coming. And obviously, I haven't played it yet, and I can't give a review, but I do hope you're having a good day today. That's all that comes in the Marvel Champions expansions. It's just cards for new characters. So, if you guys could make sure to smash the like button, hit the subscription like we talked about at the beginning. Obviously, we streamed Marvel Rivals today, so make sure to watch tomorrow's stuff. We have a video, an art short, and a stream, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.